So this is Amy. She's our Chief Marketing Officer. She joined Carnival about a year ago.
Year and a half now.
Year and a half
yep,
now?
That's right.
Yeah, time goes flying. And like I said, she's been on the original, or she's on the project for Celebration Key Development and all the stuff. She might have answers to questions that I probably don't know the answer to. So, so Amy, tell us a little bit about why did we do this?
Yeah.
I mean, this is a big investment. We're spending, $600 million. That's, almost a little bit more than $500 million, because we have so much confidence in this destination and what we think is going to do. It's going to be a great experience for our guests.
That's right. That's right. What we hear from all of you and your colleagues and our guests themselves is that more than anything else, they want beach vacations, right? They want that beach day. They want to have an amazing experience in the water, around the water. And they also want to know that it's going to be an amazing experience, like you said. And they really trust Carnival to bring them those experiences like we do on the ships, right? And so this is a way to really extend the Carnival, a special Carnival experience and vibe to an island destination and create that beach moment, that lagoon moment, and do it in a way that gives them confidence that they're going to have an amazing time. So that's really why we wanted to do that, was to create it and curate it for them in the Carnival way.
Yeah. No, it sounds like, based on all the stuff I've already learned, it just seems like it's perfect for the Carnival guest. Actually, probably perfect for anybody.
Yes, I think
would
anyone could have.
Can I just go there one day when there's no ships? Can we hang out?
Why not? Absolutely. Have it to yourself.
Well, hopefully we'll get a chance to see it before it's done.
Absolutely.
We better.
We're working on that. That's right.
I was like, we've been talking about this for months. So anyway, we just have to make sure it's safe and that we don't get in the way, but we are definitely going to do that.
Absolutely.
And the winners will be so excited to do that.
Yeah, to get a first look, it's going to be very, very, I mean, we haven't even seen it yet, right?
Oh, I know.
It's still
Other
being
than
built.
the hole in the ground.
Correct. We've seen the hole in the ground.
Although it does look a little bit more, it's got like a rail, like a
correct.
around it. Like,
some of the foundations, and I heard some of the buildings are starting to go up now too.
Oh, okay.
Like foundations, like someone said they're out of the ground, which I'm thinking, like walls. Somebody said, no, that just means they're above ground level. I was like, oh, okay, but it's progress.
Yeah, for sure. And before you know it, it'll be done.
Right.
It's not that far away.
That's right. And I think what's so exciting is there really is something for everyone. You kind of mentioned that, right?
Yeah.
Like that, we've really been thoughtful about that, knowing what our guests want, what you tell us. We know they want pool, right? So we have a massive lagoon. It's the biggest freshwater lagoon in the Caribbean. And we're able to, it's so big, we can have two sides to it, right? So when you come off the ship, off our pier, you walk into Paradise Plaza. On the right, you go to Starfish Lagoon if you like. That's the family-friendly area, right? It's got a splash pad.
That was one, Mike.
Yeah.
Starfish.
There you go, Starfish Lagoon. And then to the left is Calypso Lagoon, and that's more designed for adults. It's not, both are, you can go to either depending on if you have older kids or younger kids, et cetera. And then there's going to be an adult-only area in Calypso Lagoon that has a DJ, so it'll be a little more like activated and energetic, right? So you've got those options. There's a youth area as well over on the Starfish side. And then Janet's going to talk about this, but there's an amazing retail experience called Lacono Cove.
Yeah.
That's right sort of behind the Sun Castle, so you'll kind of walk straight through to that area, and I won't steal Janet's thunder. She'll tell you all about that. And then there's the beach club. So on kind of behind Calypso Lagoon, there's the private beach club.
That's where I'll be.
Which we're calling Pearl Cove. You'll find Adolfo there, which will be very exclusive, adults only, fantastic food there. There's a full-service restaurant there, its own pool, its own beach access. So that's going to be pretty fabulous too.
That's great. So one of the things that I think is really special about this destination is that we are working very closely with the Bahamians.
We are.
So whether it's retail, food, we're giving, we're having that opportunity to help, their local economy and be good partners.
Employees too from the local community, of course, right, to help us run this place. So that's right. We have a partnership, especially on the, as you said, in the retail village, and I think they just had a job fair there. They just had a job fair.
Oh, really? Okay.
Earlier this month there to start to fill positions. And the food and beverage, as you mentioned, we're working with local Caribbean-based and Bahamian-based food vendors, food providers to really provide the food and beverage experience. There are some really cool local food trucks. I can't share more than that.
Yeah.
Stay tuned later this month, but some local food trucks who are actually going to be part of our experience and that are already operating in Freeport. So they're
Oh, wow.
they're really, really cool
Yeah.
local.
Actually, you showed me a rendering.
I
of the
did.
minute, Yeah.
I did. Sneak peek.
I mean, the food truck thing is like this new phenomenon even in
love
the
it.
States. Yeah.
Yeah, people love it.
There's even a whole show on food. I don't know if it's Food Network.
I
or-
think it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where they go like, what's his name? Not Flay. What's his?
Uh,
Huh?
Tyler Florence.
And
yes.
he's doing the
Yes.
food truck stuff. And
Yes.
in Miami, they've been a really big hit for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a big phenomenon for sure.
So the first time we did this back in
No, when did we do? Miami was in-
Baltimore.
Oh yeah, we did in Baltimore. Yes.
You didn't have as much information as you might today. So one of the things that I think people really want to understand, and you don't have to get into details because we don't have all the details, but what's included,
Yep.
what's not included. I mean, there's packages,
Yep.
and there's ways to spend no money. and-
Correct.
So can you talk a little bit?
I
about
can.
that?
I can. I know that's really important for the agents and your customers, obviously. So basically, it's been very, very clear from Christine Duffy on down that we want to make sure that if you book a Celebration Key itinerary with Carnival Cruise Line, that you can get off the ship and have an amazing day and not spend anything extra. So that option is there. There will be food that will be inclusive. More on that coming later this month, but that will be very, very clear. You can have, lunch, no problem. You don't have to go to the lovely retail village and spend money if you don't want to, right? The lagoons are absolutely, everything there is free, right? Obviously, if you want a cabana, right, then, that's an opportunity. You can pay some money for a cabana, but the
Can you talk a little
loungers
bit more about the cabanas?
are
I know we have
available, yes.
several. We have several types of cabanas.
Correct, and that's new since we last talked. So, so we have everything from kind of sun day beds, which are those. I'm sure you're very familiar, but the kind of double, like a double bed almost, right? With a little bit of shade and some curtains, privacy, really nice, great location. That's probably the entry level to the cabanas, and then from there it goes up to we have cabanas that are held more people and actually are structured
Like a villa?
like a little villa, exactly. So we have some of those that are on the beach side, lagoon side. We have some that are over a lagoon. So literally has like a sun shelf, in the lagoon with loungers in the water. Those are so fabulous. I think I would like those.
Huh?
I would like
Oh,
those,
yeah, me too.
And those are much bigger. We have some super cabanas, super villa cabanas that are, I think they hold 8 to 10 people. They come with some food and beverage, those kinds of things throughout the day. Some of those are scattered around. And then we also, of course, have the private beach club, Pearl Cove Beach Club, and that has...
Where I'll be.
Exactly, where you'll be, and that has pretty luxurious cabanas available there too. So there's lots of great places to do that. I forgot the aquabanas. Those are fun. So those are actually in the lagoon. So the aquabanas are like floating. I mean, they're floating, but they're tethered.
They're tethered, yeah.
Right, you're not going to float away, but they're floating.
But can you?
You can't. Yeah, I don't
Can you
know.
disconnect
I don't
it?
think you can disconnect.
Float
them.
around the lagoon?
I don't think you're allowed to do that. It's probably a hazard or something. But what's really nice about those is if you have kids or you really like to be in the water, those are a great option for you because you're literally right in the water and the kids can just kind of jump right off into the water on a little slide or whatever. So those are really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you had mentioned that I don't know if you had said this or not this time, but one of the things is that the top-rated ports typically can be like our private destinations, like Half Moon Cay,
Yes.
and Princess Key, and all that. So Half Moon Cay, I don't know how much you can talk at all about Half Moon Cay, but is the experience the same as Half Moon Cay?
So no, they're very different, and
Yeah.
that's very purposeful, right? I know you've been to Half Moon. It's very, beautiful, organic. It's a pristine beach. It's really very natural, and kind of the, just gorgeous.
A
that
lazy
Half
beach
Moon-
day.
Half Moon Bay, lazy beach day, exactly, right? And it's not going to be, there's not going to be the activities.
Yeah.
That we're going to offer at Celebration Key. Again, that's on purpose, right? That's not the vibe there. It's much more of a, hang out, have a drink at the tiki bar,
Yeah.
Enjoy the beach, right, at Half Moon. Celebration Key, you can do that too, but you can also do so many other things,
Yeah.
right? If you really want the lagoon, if you want water sports, if you want, you know, the splash pad for the kids, if you want, you know, eventually in phase 2 there'll be even more, right, to do active-wise. If you want the DJ, right, there's no DJ at Half Moon, that's not the vibe. So Celebration Key really has, we call it your key to paradise for a reason, because it's kind of whatever your paradise looks like, you can have that at Celebration Key.
Yeah.
Whereas Half Moon is our relaxing slice of paradise.
It'd be cool to go on both of those to
It
get.
would.
And there, I think
And
there
you
are
can.
some. Yeah.
There are itineraries
Right.
that have both Half Moon and Celebration Key. And if you're a real beach person, I think,
Yeah.
you know, or water beach person, those are perfect for you.
Yeah. Have you guys, do you guys get a lot of requests for like a Half Moon Key type stop? Do you find that the private destinations resonate well with your clients? Yeah. How many have been to Half Moon Key?
That's our top rated destination right now, is Half Moon.
Yeah,
People love it.
it's definitely one of my favorites again because it's very chill and
Yes.
the water there is just
you may have seen we announced that we are adding a pier
yes.
to Half Moon. So right now, it's of course a Half Moon, right? At the south side, it's the tender port where we come in today.
Yep.
That's going to stay there and still be available. But on the north side, we'll have a pier now that will enable us to bring more people because we'll actually be able to bring some of our bigger ships. So and right now, it's really on the south side that's developed. And so we're planning some enhancements to the north side. So there'll be more things to do. We're not just going to bring more people and stick them in the small space that we have, right? So there's a lot more coming. So more to come on that. We'll have more to announce on that later this fall.
Well, the exciting thing about this is that we've already opened up 500 itineraries that include Celebration Key. Have you all booked in? Anybody booked Celebration Key itinerary?
See a couple hands.
First sailing Vista, July 19th.
July 19th. Yep.
And as you said, there's actually going to be 4 piers there, or for 4 ships.
berths,
but we're not going to start out with that many ships.
Nope. Only 2.
We have a part of the island that's still not going to be developed till later on. And once we do that, then it'll be perfect, for a much larger.
To bring staggered ships in,
Yeah.
4 ships over the course of a day, but different times and all that. But that will be once we have the rest of it developed. To your point.
And the other thing too that's great about it is that there's actually 18 ships already that are scheduled to sail to Half Moon Key out of 9 home ports. In the
Celebration Key, right?
What did I say?
Half Moon.
Oh, I'm sorry, Celebration Key.
Yep.
Yes, Celebration Key. That's why we're here. So that's exciting, and that's probably just the tip of the iceberg.
I think so, because I think that we want to make sure we get it all working and all that good stuff first. But there's a lot of opportunity for a lot of our customers to get to Celebration Key for sure.
How exciting!
It is really exciting.
All right, so we have a cool little video to play. Yeah, unless you want to say anything else.
No, I think that you asked great questions. We covered it, but the video kind of really gives you a great overview, even better than my words.
With a hole in the ground.
With the hole in the ground, exactly.
All right, so let's play the video, Jerry.